told him to keep his shit. Yeah, just for a second. Okay, so hey everybody.
Yep.
Just very quickly talking about like the way that the points will be announced and how the judges work. So we have three judges. So each battle will happen. One player will play, whoever's first on the list. The second player will play. That player will win. For the first round and second round, that's it. It's just 1 point. We move on. For the like the late stage rounds, it'll be best 2 out of 3, and whoever wins the first point will play first in the second point, and so on. I'll call that out on the stream once we get started too. For the judges, Edo is head judge today. So Timic, Katie, just pass your vote for you. You just write the first name of the kid, whichever move you liked better, um, to Edo, and I will check in with Edo at the end of each point. And Edo, you'll just announce who won and like keep it brief because we got a lot to get through today. Cool.
All right.
Hello and welcome to the 2022 Indie Freestyle Disc
Hello.
Championships. I'm super excited. I'm here with one of my best friends, newly married man, James Wiseman. Congratulations, James. I'm so happy to be hosting this event with you. What's going on?
Thank you. I'm super fired up. It's
What?
been almost a year, I think, since we've done this, and we have a
What?
lot of returning competitors coming back, and I'm super fired up to see how much everyone's learned since we
What?
last had a indie
Okay.
freestyle event.
Me too, James.
Thank
Did you
you.
happen to catch any of the World Cup game? We unfortunately just lost to the Netherlands, but we put up such a good fight, and it really got me in the spirit for this event, which is kind of like a little mini junior freestyle frisbee World Cup. So that fired me up.
Yeah, exactly. I was very disappointed the US didn't make it any further, but we were super happy to make the knockout round. And US soccer, we're still growing. Hopefully, we'll be better in the future. But kind of like in freestyle, it's not really America's game right now. We have a lot of international superstars coming up in the
What?
sport, and a lot of them are going to be featured today at the IFDC.
Dude, so with that, let's jump right into it. A couple things I just wanted to touch on before we get started. So, the agenda for today, thank you everyone for joining, all the competitors, all the teachers and coaches and parents and friends and family and jamily around the world. We're going to have a great day today. This is the junior division of the IFDC. It's also Spirit of the Game Day. So just a quick shout out on that. I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to executive producer Ryan Young, making everything happen behind the scenes. Ryan, you're the man. Thanks for doing this with us. Big shout out to Mystic, who did all of the great video intro you saw, a lot of the marketing materials. He even put together a digital certificate that the three of us signed. That's going to be like part of the prize package for the champion. So great job, Mystic, Jake, and really everybody else who helped us make this event a reality. It's really grown up into a great way for our global community to get together. So, want to introduce our three judges for today. We have three awesome all-star international judges joining us. First, let's introduce Timik Vrotek from Poland, but currently in Italy. Where are you at, Timik? What's up, dude?
Yeah, super nice to see you guys. I'm so fired up to be here to see this event ongoing. I'm sitting in Bologna and keeping my fingers crossed for every participant here. I'm so happy to see that.
Thanks, dude. Great to see you. Great. Best of luck with your semester in Italy. Let's introduce Katie Gimma from the United States of America. Katie, what's going on? Where are you at?
Hi everyone, I'm here in Chicago. I'll be here for the winter and I'm really excited to see all the creativity that always comes with the junior competition.
Awesome. Thanks, Katie. And last but not least, our head judge for today, new world champion, mixed pairs from Italy, Edo Turi. Edo, thanks for joining us, dude. How are you?
Hi, Daniel. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having me. It's great to be here, and can't wait to see the action.
Awesome. So those are your judges for today. The way this will work, guys, we'll call up the battle. You can go to ifdc.tv to check out the brackets, make your own predictions at home. But we will start, in order, running down the list of these battles. When it's your turn to battle, two players will go. The first one will show their move. They get 10 seconds to do their combo of tricks, and you can use multiple throws. We really want to see your creativity, your personality, but keep it to that 10-second window. That's your time to show your combo. Then the other player will go and show their combo. The three judges we just introduced will choose who had the hotter combo, who did the cooler tricks. and that person will win the point. In these first 2 rounds that we do, these will be 1 point battles. So that person that wins will move on, and we'll move on to the next battle. And ultimately, as we progress to the later stage battles, we'll move to a best 2 out of 3, at which point whoever wins the first point of the battle will then need to play first in the second point. Perfect. So those are the rules. Pretty much the exact same as the tiny room challenge that we all know and love and kind of graduated up from, except for the space restriction. So you can play wherever you want. And I'm really excited to see, we have a lot of different time zones logging in. So it'll be really cool and interesting to see where people are playing. So without further ado, I'll just talk about the prizes very quickly. So I just got this silly little trophy here, but I won't be able to give it to you right now, but I'm going to find a way to get it to you, whoever you are, when you win. We also have this digital certificate, Ryan, if you might be able to pull it up, that we're going to send you that you can share on your social media, use to brag and show to your friends and family. It looks like that. It's got my signature, James's, and Ryan's. So really excited for the improvements we made, kind of just with the battle pass. So great job again, Ryan, with all that. So, guys, I think that we are ready to pretty much kick this off. One more quick shout out for the battle pass. You can log in at ifdc.tv to check out the bracket, to make your predictions, and to follow along at home. So without further ado, we are ready to get started with the 2022 Indie Freestyle Disc Championships Junior Division. So, looking at the bracket here, interesting that right off the bat, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but our reigning champion, Emma Fate, who was scheduled to come back and defend her title, has fallen ill in a last second turn of events. So we're wishing Emma a speedy recovery, but unfortunately, she will not be here today to defend her title. And Daniel Infante, who was supposed to be in the first battle matchup, also can't make it. So Jorge Cernada, and somehow this is just the way it works sometimes, James, is just getting an immediate bye to the quarterfinals. So my bracket's already ruined. I don't know about yours.
Yeah, well, I do believe Daniel or Ryan and I both picked Emma to win the whole thing. So I think we're both in a little bit of hot water on our battle pass, but that's okay because I'm sure Jorge is going to really impress us in the later rounds.
I agree. And Jorge and Daniel representing Cuba, a country that is making its debut here in the Junior Challenge and under the tutelage and teachership of Andres Figueroa, who we'll see tomorrow in the Challenger bracket. So really excited to see Cuba representing today. But with that said, our first matchup of the day, nuestros
Hello, my
primer
name is
batalla del
Kevin.
día va a ser Ana Sofía Rivera contra Salome Murillo. Es esa batalla ahora. I'm talking in Spanish, and I will flip back and forth because, again, we've got different countries and first languages on the line. These two represent Colombia, so we're super excited. And Ryan, if you can help us try and track them down and get them spotlighted on the video. Our first battle of the day, Ana Sofia Rivera versus Salome Murillo. And Ana Sofia will play first in this battle. So let's see if we can track down these two. And Ryan, do you see either of them? Okay, no problem. I'm not sure if those are Juan Piercing students. Juan, Juan, ¿estás allá? So let's see if we can get Juan. I think interestingly enough, also we have Colombian juniors from Bogota and from Medellin, so 2 cities represented. Really exciting. Juan, por favor. Yeah, I'd like to, if we're able, we'll actually move forward. If the Israelis are present, Yarden, if you're there with your students, we're looking for the Roni versus Roni matchup. Very interesting. Two unrelated Ronis who by chance have gotten drafted into the same first round matchup. Who'd you bet on here? Are you going for Roni Harrell or Roni Ben Shimon?
Well, based on my advanced scouting, I picked Roni Harrell, and I'm very confident in that choice. She's currently, I think it's a she. Honestly, I can't tell from the picture. We've got a 60% favorite for her, and we'll see how that goes.
And it's likely that that the students aren't necessarily with Yarden, but Yarden, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm walking on the street, not with my
Awesome.
players. They are at their houses.
I wouldn't
I
have
text them on
expected
the WhatsApp
anything
group. Hope they
different.
are ready.
But great to see you, bro. So right now we're looking for Roni Harrell and Roni Ben Shimon. If you can try and just nudge them if they're on the stream, or to like kind of wave at us or just make themselves known. Roni? Hi, Roni. Ooh, it's difficult. I see a couple Israeli juniors on the stream, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
they have Hebrew characters, so it's hard for us to
I'm
tell.
pretty sure this girl in the white on the right is a Roni. I'm not positive. Hey, Yarden.
Oh, now I see two Israeli. Well, maybe no, it's one, just one.
Okay. So let's see if we could. The next matchup would also be the Israelis, Saji versus Kefir.
I think I see Kefir.
אוקיי, שגיא וכפיר, זה התור שלכם. בינתיים דחינו את הבנות, אחת מהן באזור לקליטה. Sorry everyone for the Hebrew. Good luck, boys.
So okay, so Saji and
שגיא וכפיר, כפיר, אתה רוצה לעלות? זה הזמן.
Sagi and
Okay.
Sagi and Kefir, can you give a big wave? I see Sagi. Sagi's wearing the red number 9.
And I think Kefir is right next to him, right?
Yes. So this will be the first round matchup. Awesome. I'm psyched about this.
No, that's Kefir, and I think he's second.
Hi guys.
I was just thinking that whoever was on top plays first for the first
I mean,
point.
Sagi is ready whenever you want.
Perfect.
Let's
So
go.
I'm going to introduce you right now, Sagi. You have the honor right here of being our first today. I'm so excited to watch you play. We've actually gotten to see a few clips that Yarden's posted, and dude, you have amazing potential in this sport. So congratulations, and you have a great teacher in Yarden. The Israelis just made the 4th place at the World Championships this year. There's a long lineage of great Israeli freestylers. I truly believe that this matchup right here is the future of Israeli freestyle. So with that, Sagi, you have 10 seconds to show us your moves, your personality, and hopefully this will be your first battle of many. So we're going to play some music for you. Take your time, take a deep breath, and whenever you're ready, it's your time to shine, bro.
בהצלחה, שגיא, לאט לאט, שאתה מוכן תתחיל.
Oh my gosh! saw that out of the gate. First thing, throws it up, does a full spin and gets it back casually. Probably could have yawned in that moment, and then goes on for a somersault. And oh my god!
I'm literally crying on the first one. That was hilarious. I love the self throw right into the spin. That's incredible. I don't know if we've ever seen that here. We have a little Dave Murphy on our hands with the ground moves. Really, ground moves in the air. I mean, that was absolutely incredible. Did not expect that right out the gate, but what a great way to start the IFDC.
Amazing job, Sagi. So, wow, we will now turn it over to Kifir Laszlo, also from Israel. Kifir, just want to reiterate the same sentiment. I'm so excited to watch you play and to see you grow as a freestyler. Kafir, it's your time to shine. We're going to play some music for you and show us what you got, brother. Nice. Yeah, bro. One more. All right, I think that's his 10 seconds, but great stuff. Showed some really good skills, knows how to put spin on the disc in a few different ways. That's one of the things I love about the X disc, honestly, is it's great skills training on the throws. And I can see a lot of potential here in Kafir. I think there's a couple elements that are still a little rough around the edges that he's ready to. But next year I expect big things from Kafir.
Agreed. I like to see him harkening back to the origin of this tournament, being in the tiny room with the close-up shot. But the one thing that did stand out is he's got the quiet eye. He is locked in, focused on that disc when he is getting it going, and that's going to serve him well.
Okay, so now I'll turn it over to Edo Turi, our head judge, for the results of this first battle.
Yeah, good play by both, and Sagi gets the first point.
Sagi, wow, unbelievable performance there, well deserved. So in our battle pass, we will see Sagi Meirav moving on to the preliminary. He has passed the qualifications and moved on to the second round. So now we will move on, if we have them present, to Mexico. So this is Axel y Cesar. Y estoy preguntando si tenemos a los mexicanos en la llamada. Tenemos Axel y César. ¿Puedes mostrar tus caras? No? Okay, I'll try
Are
and...
they the big Zoom block with lots of people, or no?
No, but let's go back. Let's go back to Cuba. Okay, entonces, Andrés Figueroa, ¿cómo estás? Oh, but they're yeah. Andres has... No, actually, I'm sorry. We can't do that one yet because his kid already passed on. Okay, sorry. So we have a couple sicknesses today. So I know for sure that, for example, Moritz, who we did get to watch last year in the tiny room or in the IFDC Challenger, he's not going to be able to make it. So Paul, if you're on the call from Germany, you pass to the next round where you'll face Joya Richner from Switzerland. So Joya will play versus Paul in the second round. So let's see if we can do the battle of Johan Laverde versus Tomas Linares. Tenemos los colombianos en la llamada. Por favor, Juan.
I can talk for Juan. Juan doesn't have good enough connection to start his sound.
Okay.
So Anna can't make it, but
Okay.
he's got a replacement ready to go named Simon, if
Amazing.
Simon is allowed to play in Anna's place.
Okay, amazing. So let's do the matchup if they're ready, Katie, and thank you very much for helping me coordinate. So could we do the matchup of, remind me who the new competitor is?
The new competitor's name is Simon. He's not on the call yet because we've been trying to wait for some confirmation. But if we have that confirmation, we can send the link.
Okay, yeah. So you can go ahead and send him the link. We'll put Simone versus Salome shortly. But if we have like, does he have anybody from the Colombians ready to go? That's a current matchup. For example, Johan Laverde y Tomas Linares, or I'm also could do Yaspel Himelia Aguero versus Angelo
Angie,
Cardona.
¿con quién estás tú? Puedes escribir los nombres si quieres para ver quién está contigo y quién puede jugar ya.
And let me
Angie's
just
writing.
Ryan, if you could just go give me a peek quickly at the Zoom. I'll just try and take a scan of who we have ready. I think it's super hard for me to, unfortunately, it's kind of small for me to see the names, but I do see Angie Vargas. Angie, ¿cómo estás?
Angie's with Johan and Tomas. She just wrote in the chat.
Perfecto. Seguimos con la batalla de Tomás Linares y Johan Laverde. Por favor, ahora peleamos esa batalla de Johan Laverde y Tomás Linares. And these are two new rising star freestylers from Bogota, Colombia. So we know that Medellin has been a traditional hotspot for South American freestyle, but Bogota, the capital, is also emerging. So if you guys are ready, let's do the battle between Johan and Thomas. Do you see where they are in the stream, Ryan? They have Angie, puedes perfecto. Sí. Yeah, sí. Ambos. I think both kids are there. Okay, entonces. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Johan, es tu tiempo para jugar. Estamos muy felices y tenemos estamos emocionados para verte jugar. Es tu tiempo y vamos a poner un poquito de música para ti. Toma tu tiempo y tienes 10 segundos a hacer tus trucos. ¿Listo? Vamos. Music, please. Wow, great stuff. Wow, buen trabajo, Johan. Huge moves. Loving the ground moves that we're seeing today. And some, maybe another little Dave Murphy influence.
I hope he's watching at home because you can see a big impact he's had on all these juniors. Because this is some real textbook Dave Murphy here. I love the chair pass off, was very cool. Super excited to see what else he's got.
Okay, so great job, Johan. Entonces ahora, Tomás, es tu tiempo. So, Tomás Linares, estamos felices a verte jugar. Es tu tiempo. Ponemos un poco de música y es tu tiempo. Vamos. Wow. Interesting. This is going to be a tough one for the judges because, I think like Johan actually showed some really interesting ground moves, and I could immediately see in Tomas amazing potential. He's moving so fast, really confident movements, but he didn't quite get everything he wanted there.
I totally agree. This is really tricky because I think the one thing that we saw from Tomas that was definitely demonstrating a much higher skill level was the under the leg set really high right back into the take. I think that's harder than anything Johan did, but what Johan did was just more pleasing. You know, he hit more of a complete move. It had a really nice aesthetic appeal, and it might have technically been an easier thing to execute than that one move from Tomas, but it was kind of cooler. So I don't know how the judges are going to see it because it's the constant battle in freestyle. Like it's not necessarily about how much skill you show. It's also about kind of what it feels like to watch it. So I'm curious how the judges are going to view it.
Yeah, I love what you say about like, you know, the difficulty of getting the disc in the air though, rather than with the X disc, you can kind of just pass it from hand to hand. Both valid, but let's see what the judges thought. We're turning it over to Edo for the result of this battle.
So as you said, it was very tough, but we got a decision, and Johan gets the point.
So Johan Laverde will move on. Great job, both players. Tomas y Johan, felicidades. Pero Johan, eres el ganador y pasas al próximo ronda. Okay, so with that, I'm wondering if we have the Italians, which would be Zoe and Edo. Maybe you know if we have Zoe, and I'm also looking for Alma Kusma. Do we have Alma and Zoe?
Yeah, they should be here, both.
Fantastic. Let's do the battle of Alma Kusma versus Zoe Del Viscoso.
Ok,
so
guys.
excited.
Come faccio?
Well,
Wait a
look who
minute,
we
wait a
have
minute,
here.
please.
A special celebrity guest, Pichio, and the mother.
Hi,
Oh my
guys,
God.
everybody. We are trying to manage the camera.
Hi, Angela. Hi, Pichio. So I think we might be in the temple
Okay,
right now.
just to reverse the camera, no problem. Allora, it is Salma in the video.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Everybody
So,
can see
wow.
Alma because I can see what I'm filming, but I think we are ready. Just tell us when to start.
Perfect. We're going to start Alma in just a moment. This is the daughter of freestyle world champion Pichio, playing in a very special place, the Frisbee Temple in Milan, where we just held our own world championship. So really cool to see Alma. We're so excited to watch you play. Let's give her some music, and you're up.
So, we go.
Ready. Wow. Absolutely beautiful move from Alma. And you can tell she's even got more in the bank. Wow, perfect. So we'll hear that little ding, and that's the 10-second mark. So you really have to cram a lot of content into a short amount of time. But she did it anyway with that first combo alone. So many skills shown, and with beautiful form, if I might add.
I have such a big spot in my heart for Alma. She was such a great presence at Worlds this year. You could see her on the sideline, just constantly practicing, soaking it all up, asking questions. She's so dogged to become a better freestyler, and you can see how much that's paying off already. That was a beautiful combination. It looked so smooth. The timing was really perfect. She showed a lot of the elements of a much more experienced freestyle player, just the control, confidence, and smoothness of her game. I think she could go pretty far today, if not take the whole thing.
Great job, Alma. So let's turn it over to Zoe Del Viscoso from the Rovereto area of Italy, I believe. Zoe, it's your time to shine. We can't wait to watch you play. Let's give her some music. Wow, wow. Love to see it. She knew what 10 seconds was, which is cool. Knowing the rules, one of the 5 pillars of the Spirit of the Game movement, which today is Spirit of the Game Day. She did great here. She showed us a beautiful cartwheel. Again, great form. This is gonna be a tough one for the judges. I think, you know, Alma might have squeezed a little more content in, but you know, I'm not sure how to judge this one.
Yeah, I really like her approach. I think if she had hit that cartwheel a little more cleanly, she would have had a much better shot of winning. But I appreciate that she went for it. I think that's the advantage of going second. She saw Alma hit a really clean, solid combo, and she knew she needed to go big in order to win it. And I also love that catch. That's a quick set catch in the air, got it perfectly. That's just a true freestyle skill that translates to any disc type. Really great stuff.
Yeah, confident swagger, bow to the camera. I mean, she's got a ton of potential. So amazing job from this battle, Alma and Zoe. Incredible what we're seeing in the first round alone. Let's turn it over to head judge Eduardo Turi for the result.
Yeah, it was a tough decision, but also the judges went for Alma for the clean move.
So Alma Kusma is moving on to the next round. Congratulations, both of you. Alma, you will pass on to the next round. So I'm hoping that we can turn all the way to Nigeria. So do we have Jamiu and the Nigerian team present? I'm hoping that we could do a battle versus of Usman Ishak, who I think is from a different region. Usman Ishak versus Moses Nwafor. Do we have Usman and Moses? I think I see one of them maybe who just turned on their video a little down.
I think you're pointing at it, Ryan.
Yeah. And then Moses is also, I think I saw Moses too for a second, or no?
Oh, I see Moses's name.
Yeah.
Simon is online now.
Oh, that's the Colombian guy, right?
Yeah.
So let's do do you want to go do the battle quickly? Do we have Moses? Moses, can you wave? No, right? All right, let's do the battle. I want to just go back quickly and do the Colombian battle of Simon, which is a new competitor I did not have on my radar, who's replacing Ana Sofia. So we're gonna see Simone versus Salome Murillo. Simón de Colombia contra Salome Murillo. Y tenemos ese dos. Simón, por favor, poner tu video, es tu tiempo a jugar. Simón. Por favor.
Simón, necesitamos que prendes el video y que pon tu micrófono tienes que silenciar el micrófono.
Oiga, si va a pelear, entonces corre de ahí.
Ay, no se escucha nada. No, ¿por qué tengo que llamarme? Te toca ya.
Simón, Simón, ¿dónde estás?
Simón, prende la cámara, por favor.
Okay. I think we're gonna need to change. Simón, Simón, por favor, tu video. Es tu tiempo. Okay. Let's see if we can do the battle. Did we successfully track down Moses or not yet? Moses, your video, please. Turn on your video. All right, let's see. Okay. So, entonces, la batalla de Simón contra Salome, por favor. Simón, tú vas a jugar ahora, es tu tiempo. Vamos a poner música y es tu tiempo a jugar. ¿Listo? All right, we're getting started. Wow. Nice combo there. Move. Went for the kick tip at the end of it. There's his combo. We saw it once, but unfortunately didn't quite get the grab after the kick tip. But this was still some pretty high level skills.
Yeah, really great start. The first few seconds were really clean and solid. He didn't quite get the foot tap, but that's pretty impressive. I'm trying to think if we've seen someone do a foot tap with the X disc because the way the X disc is shaped, it's a really tiny spot that you need to kick it in order for it to come up well. So I'm kind of hoping he almost makes it just so I can see him try it again, or maybe someone else can show me an X disc foot tap because I think that would be super cool.
Okay, so entonces Salome Murillo, es tu tiempo a jugar. Por favor, pon tu video, Salome. Okay, we gotta really just zoom in with our eyes here. This is I'm not sure I remember seeing this before, but wait, I don't see any person at all of any size yet. But let's see. Entonces, es tu tiempo a jugar. Salome Murillo, por favor. Salome Murillo, ¿dónde? You see her, Ryan? Ryan. Oh. No, Salome is
She's
is
in the video
de
of
Colombia.
Angelo.
Juan, ¿dónde está Salome?
His microphone isn't working well, but he sent a message saying that she's in the video of Angelo.
Okay, entonces,
There she is.
eso, Salome, ¿cómo estás? Salome, hola. Es tu tiempo a jugar. Vamos a poner música para ti y mostras tus trucos, por favor. ¿Listos? Wow. We saw some classic freestyle there. I think she's like what a girl after your own heart, James. Both sides, both hands, goes for the classic chair, doesn't get it, but beautiful form.
Exactly. I really appreciated the symmetry. It was super beautiful. And it was true symmetry in the sense that when she did it with both hands, it looked exactly the same. A lot of times when you try to do symmetry like that, one side looks a little bit different than the other side. But for her, it was a true mirror image. I think she actually got her chair, but it was a Swiss chair. So you're supposed to drop those. But really clean combo, very well constructed. Super excited to see her in the next rounds because I have a pretty strong feeling she's going to make it.
So, okay, so we're gonna turn it over for the judges for that decision. So we've got Simone, and then we saw Salome. Who was it?
It was Salome. Really great play.
Salome Murillo, pasas al próximo ronda. Felicidades y buen trabajo de Simón también. Gracias. So let's
Daniel?
see who
Daniel?
else we can tackle here. The Swiss are pretty punctual. Do we have the Swiss on the call? Can we do Felix versus Kuno?
Thomas, I have Daniel, I have an announcement. Thomas was like it was the same kid but different name, and Thomas got the point, not Johan.
I think I understood. Say that again.
It sounds like we mixed up the names of two people.
Yeah. I think Edo got frozen a little bit, so I'll help out. So we mix up the names of the two Colombians with Johan and Tomas. And so the first competitor, his name is Tomas. He's the one that received the votes. So Tomas will be the one moving forward on the bracket.
Okay.
Okay.
So apologies for that mistake on my part, but Tomás, felicidades. Pasas al próximo ronda, Tomás. Y lo siento, pero buen trabajo de Johan también. Do we have the Swiss team from Bern? I'm looking for Felix versus Kuno, if we have them.
I bet they're in Reto Zimmerman's box up there on the top right.
Hey, Reto.
Everybody else is up. Everybody else is loud. Unfortunately,
Let's go.
did you get it? Can you hear me?
No.
No.
I can't really hear you very clearly, but are the kids
We
gonna
do
play?
have audio from you, but we can't hear clearly what you're saying.
Okay.
Daniel, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I have to be behind this. Just we have a hard time to hear you and James as well. Everybody else is quite loud, and we can hear everybody very good. Too good almost, because a lot of people didn't shut down their microphones sometimes, and then we have mixed voices and noise, which makes it very hard to understand you guys. But I don't know, James and Daniel, if you have a headset close by, because you're really very hard to understand, because it's just the volume is too low.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely try my best to speak loudly and enunciate, and we'll try to work on the other microphones not being on to create white noise. But with that being said, we have the Swiss matchup, if they're ready, of Kuno versus Felix. So if these guys are ready, it's tough to see them go head to head in the first match, because I know both these kids could probably win it all. But we've got these first round national matchups, and it's just how it fell. So it's Kuno versus Felix. If these two dudes are ready, we'd love to see them play. Felix will play first. So Felix Gerwin versus Kuno Jordy. We'll give them some music. And guys, congratulations. Great job. This is a great young team of freestylers. We can see them playing with Sky Stylers. We're psyched to watch you play. Let's see what they got. Amazing, just completely setting the bar in a different stratosphere. And this guy's got all the potential in the world to become a world champion freestyle frisbee player. I have no doubt about that. Doesn't get the guidance at the end, but I'm excited to watch Felix continue to play.
Yeah, like you said, he just took it to a whole different level than we've seen today. I think even if he had done those moves with the X disc, it still would have been among the best things we saw today. But the fact that he did it with the Sky Styler is that much harder. And that body roll was really, really clean. And just in general, he's just showing a lot of poise as a player. And I think he was on my short list of potential winners of this event. And let's see if he can get out of this first round because it's definitely a tough one.
Okay, so with that, we'll turn it over back to Bern, Switzerland, and we are going to watch Kuno Jordi. Oh my God. And right off the camera, wow, this is a tough decision. And he did such a nice little set of, speed flow in there. Like, this is like created for the new judging system. Like, he got variety, he did everything, and he didn't drop it. So from an execution perspective, even if Felix maybe showed a little more, it's going to be tough for him to overtake how clean Kuno just played. What did you think, James?
I totally agree. This is the ones that are the hardest to judge because I think Felix is probably a little bit more experienced and showed that his skill level is a little bit higher. But in terms of what they actually performed and how they executed, I think Kuno did do a better job. He also had a pretty clean roll, which was kind of the highlight of both of their combos. So I think he gets, 90-95% of the value there. But like you said, he didn't drop it. He hit that big guidus and his catches are really clean. But I definitely see both sides. It's really tough when one player has a whole different set of skills that he shows. I mean, he showed the delay rim game and some on the leg sets. So I wouldn't be surprised if some judges saw it in favor of Felix, but it's a tough balancing match of showing different things. The last thing I was thinking about it, it's kind of tricky when both people show the same moves. It's kind of like a power play almost. Of like, I'm going to do exactly what the other person did to some degree. There was differences, and who is going to execute it better, which in some ways makes it easier for the judges, but not this time because of that gap between showing a little bit more skill versus executing a little bit better.
Yeah, and just to state the obvious, this is two of the most advanced high-level freestyle skill sets we've seen and probably will see. So it's brutal the way the bracket goes to see them go head-to-head in the first round. But amazing job to both you guys. And what a bright future Burn Freestyle has. I'm really, really excited to see a new next generation Swiss freestyle world champion. I'm 100% confident it's going to happen. So great job, guys. Let's turn it over to Edo and hear the result.
Yeah, it was again another tough decision, and both could have made it to the next round, but Felix got the point.
So Felix Gerwin, despite the drop, is able to overtake Kuno in the eyes of the judges and move forward to the next round. Kuno, bro, great job, dude. You put your heart into it, and you played awesome. Great job to both. Felix moves on. We're moving on as well. Vamos a continuar, si podemos, con Yasbel y Angelo. So Yasbel es de Colombia y Angelo, no, Yasbel es de, I don't know. Tenemos Yasbel y Angelo. Let's see. You see anyone? Hola, Andrés. Tenemos Yasbel. Por favor. Yasbel. Do you see Andres Figuera? I saw them in the stream earlier. They must be there. Big group of Cubans. It's really tough for me to see the stream. Let's see. What do we got?
I see the video for Angelo Cardona.
Perfect.
On the left, but the video isn't on yet.
Okay, Angelo Cardona, es tu tiempo para jugar. Por favor, poner tu video y decir hola.
And do we have Yaspel?
Yaspel is there under Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, and there's Angelo. So
Okay,
that's everybody.
perfecto. Estamos listos para ese próximo batalla contra Angelo Cardona de Colombia y Yasbel de Cuba.
Tengo 14 años y soy de Cuba.
This is Yasbel. Boom.
Cinco segundos más, 4.
Great job there. Awesome under the leg catches. I think this was another case of it must be so hard. I feel for these players have to like just sit there and waiting practicing this one chance. Like I think I see a lot more potential than what he was actually able to execute in those 10 seconds. Just to be clear, was that Yaspel from Cuba?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're going to watch Angelo Cardona from Colombia. Entonces, Angelo Cardona, es tu tiempo. Oh my God. That was probably my favorite combo I've seen today. Like, just this dude's got style. He's still going and he's still dropless. This has to be after time. But oh my gosh, dude, amazing job. Angelo Cardona dominated.
Wow, I'm so curious how old he is. I think pound for pound, especially, this is the best freestyler we've seen. The big thing that stands out is the height he's putting on those sets. That's one of the hardest things to learn as a newer player because you're so lacking confidence that you kind of keep it as close to you. You don't let it get too high, but he's just putting it way out there because he knows he's going to be able to get it really clean behind the back too. Just stomped it, held it, the disc at a really nice angle the way he held it, and well constructed combo, very consecutive, very smooth. That's a superstar in the making right there.
All right, so turning it over to the judges for the result.
Yeah, no doubt. And Angelo takes the point.
So, Angelo Cardona, tú pasas al próximo ronda. Felicidades. And so, Roni Harrell, I just heard, is not going to make it. So, let's go up and move. Roni Ben Shimon is going to move to the next round. That's an earlier matchup that we weren't able to play. So, and we can also move Jorge Cernada. Oh, yeah, cool. So, we got that one. Awesome. So, México, tenemos México en línea. México. Yes, no? We don't see them, right?
I don't see them. I wrote in the chat, but no one's answered yet.
Okay. Can we do Nigeria? I want to try Usman Ishak versus Moses Nwafor. Usman and Moses. Where are you guys at? All right. Usman. Usman, where are you? All right. I think Usman is not going to make it. So we can move Moses. Do we have Sadiq Suleiman and Anesi Rebecca? Sadiq Suleiman and Anesi Rebecca? Jamil, can we grab the Nigerian stream? That's the tiny one, right? Mamiu, can you come in front of the camera and turn on your audio? Hey, Jamiu. Is the Nigerian team ready? All right. So what I'd like to do is move on. Let's move on. Are we ready to start the second round even? All right, but that battle's done. So I think we can try we could do Salome Murillo versus Roni Ben Shimon, or no? I think so. Right now, I'm only seeing the bracket. Yeah. So let's do the battle of. This is a second round battle of Roni Ben Shimon versus Salome Murillo. Roni, can we get Roni up? All right, do we have Roni? Ryan, do you see her?
That's not her in the upper left.
That is that her? That's Roni, right? Hey, Roni, Roni, can you wave? Hi, Roni.
Oh, she's getting ready.
All right, I think. All right, music for Roni. We'll go Roni first. Oh my God, she's on fire. Like that. Wow. 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 Amazing play there from Roni. We're gonna count everything we saw on the screen. But wow, some amazing gymnastics and flexibility demonstrated there from a nice rising young Israeli star. What do you see, James?
I really like what I'm going to call the bridge delay, the kind of like back handspring halfway, hold the delay, really cool. I also like just the poise of just being ready when your name is called. That's a big skill to develop as a freestyler. Even in the world championship, you never know when your name's going to come up sometimes. And she was totally unfazed by that. She was just like, I'm going to keep playing and make sure I get my 10 seconds in. And I think it's going to pay off for her.
Okay, so Salome Murillo, es tu tiempo a jugar otra vez en este batalla de la segunda ronda. Un punto solo. Es tu tiempo. 10 segundos. Do we have Salome? Salome Murillo, ¿dónde estás?
There she is.
Okay, let's put her on the camera. Salome, música y vamos. Oh, the Swiss chair again. What a great performance. Once again, Salome Murillo. Wow, she demonstrated so much. Once again, both sides, both hands. Beautiful.
So in one of our early years of playing, Daniel, I did my first grapevine hold, and you told me that's pro, dude. That's pro. Well, I think she just did about 6 or 7 grapevine variations on both sides. So that's pro, Salome. Great work.
Awesome. So turning it over to the judges for the result. And this will be our first quarterfinalist.
Yeah, great play by Ronnie. Beautiful cartwheel, but we go for Salome. Salome gets the
So,
point.
okay. So Salome, felicidades, Salome, pasas al cuarto final. And actually, I think Jorge también pasa al cuarto final. We haven't even seen Jorge play yet, but Emma, unfortunately, the reigning champion, is sick, couldn't make it. So it'll be Jorge versus Salome in the quarterfinals momentarily. Unfortunately, we don't have the Mexicans. These are two great kids. I've met them a couple times. Katie, you met them too when we went down there. Axel Mendoza and Rivera Cesar. They're ultimate superstars and also getting really good at freestyle. So too bad that we won't be able likely. I mean, I did give them a link unless there's a. I don't want to rule it out, but it's very likely that Sagi is going to just get that pass into the quarterfinal round as well. Let's see if we have Paul Wanninger. Do we have Paul Wanninger on the call from Germany by any chance? Great. So let's do the battle of Paul Wanninger versus Joya Richner. So Paul Wanninger will play first. Paul Wanninger from Germany versus Joya Richner from Switzerland. We're so excited to see you play, Paul. Thank you very much for tuning in and joining us and being so patient for your turn. You rock, dude. Let's see what you got. What the? Oh my gosh. He gives a fist bump. He knows what he's just done. That might be something we have never yet seen in any tiny room edition. Full on turnover to the upside down palm delay, upside down catch, nails it all in the time limit. I'm fired up.
That was incredible. I really love Paul. I've been watching him in the background every time we go to the Zoom. He won't stop playing, and there's a good reason for it because he nails that combo. I think even the palm delay upside down was an innovation we saw from past tiny room battles, and here he is taken to the next level with a turnover. Also, echoing what you said at the beginning, big shout out to the parents letting him play in the living room with the TV and the candles and the nice stuff because they know he is the Hane. He's got the confidence, he's got the skill, he keeps it under control perfectly. And like you said, big fist bump. That's what he wanted, and he's got to be fired up about that.
At 7 o'clock at night, no less. All right, so we're gonna move over to Joya Richner from Bern, Switzerland. You've got your work cut out for you, but I believe in you, Joya. We've seen you play great at previous battles. Let's see what you got. Music, please. Oh! Here's the monster and the Gitus in the time block. One small drop, but oh my gosh, this is such a hard decision. I mean, just to call out a couple things. Obviously, she's playing with the Sky Styler. He's playing with an X-Disc, but he's doing X-Disc moves that, that kind of turnover. I'm not calling that like less hard because he's using an X-Disc necessarily. Wow, there's a lot going on here. I don't know. Like Joya showed us classic pro level freestyle catches and tricks with both hands. That's got to be valued, but this is going to be so tough.
Agreed. I could really see either way. This is, I think, the first matchup where we've had really, really different kinds of moves and styles being shown. And it's so hard to judge that with such a small sample of just 10 seconds each. Which do you like more? I think Joya needed the monster for sure. I think that is what gives her like maybe an edge or definitely keeps her going, because it wasn't just, you know, catches that I think maybe Paul could also do. I mean, that monster was really nice, and it's especially hard to make the monster look so beautiful, but she absolutely crushed it. The form was perfect, but it's hard. It's also kind of that battle in freestyle we have a lot between risk and safety. So I think the risk involved with setting so many quick catches is a lot higher than maybe what Paul did. But the cleanliness, the execution, and the kind of story arc of Paul's combo was probably better. It wasn't just here's a series of repeated moves. It was here is a story. I start out this way. There's a beginning, middle, and end. So I don't know, and that innovation factor is going to be a part here. Like we have never seen an Exodus turnover. That may be the first time anyone has seen an Exodus turnover outside of Paul's little universe. So what do you do with that? I don't know. I'm glad I'm not judging.
Great analysis. This is why I love hosting with you. Like really, really good observations. Glad that we don't have to make the final decision. Let's turn it over to Edo to see where.
But wait, Daniel.
Yeah,
this is the best out of 3, right?
Oh, wow. I'm so glad that you just caught me there, but it's not.
Okay, it's not. Okay.
It's definitely not. This is
That's terrifying. Good luck, judges.
Yeah, this is a 1-point battle, do or die. The loser goes home with nothing. That's it. Yeah.
Edo, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm actually waiting for one judge to still give me the vote.
Oh my gosh, you guys are the
because it's
worst. There's
tied
only
right now.
3 of you. Just send in your
Yeah.
votes. Oh my gosh. I know it's really hard.
Yeah.
This is a tough decision. It could have gone either way, but you know, which one won?
Okay, Joya brings it on.
So Julia Richner from Switzerland passing on. But Paul, we got to just give you a huge round of applause, bro. You did amazing. We're so fired up. You should be too. Amazing playing, bro. And we will see you in a future tiny room or big room or indie or hopefully in-person freestyle world championships in the future, because Paul, you have a ton of potential. Unfortunately, you don't pass. Joya, congratulations. You move on to the quarterfinals. Well deserved there for sure. So now
Daniel,
we can move on.
Can I pass it to Katie?
Sorry?
Hey, sorry, I'm just managing the chat over here. And we've got a couple of questions about players who have not gone yet. So are we heading into quarterfinals at the moment?
Right now we're in the preliminary round. And right now we're in the prelim round. Is there anybody that has yet to play yet that is on the call? Anderson Palacios. So Anderson is in the preliminary round, and he plays Sadiq versus Anesi Rebecca from Nigeria. So if we have Sadiq Suleiman and Anesi Rebecca, I would really love to get that battle out of the way. They're both from Nigeria. So Rebecca Anesi, do we have Rebecca Anesi and Sadiq Suleiman? Yes, we do.
Definitely have Rebecca.
Yeah, there she is. Hi, Rebecca. It's your turn to play. I believe this is Anesi Rebecca. And wow, I've been sorry, Katie. Did you have something?
I'm glad to be here as well.
I'm glad to be here.
Oh, thank you, Jamu. Thank you so much. It's so glad to see you play. It's your turn. Let's give her some music. This is Anesi Rebecca. Yeah, amazing playing from Rebecca. I think her first name's actually Rebecca, so I'm gonna go with that for the moment. But Rebecca here, first of all, what a charming smile. Love how high she gets the disc in the air on these under the leg passes. Great confidence and form, using the left hand as well and sealing it up with the behind the back. Great job.
I'm so impressed with the height of her sets. I'm so impressed with the height of so many of the players' sets today. That's so hard. I still sit there practicing, just setting it up as high as I can. She's practically hitting the ceiling with those. Both hands, really confident, and crushes that behind the back. Super smooth.
So right now, would like to watch Sadiq Suleiman. Sadiq Suleiman from Abuja, Nigeria. Music, please, and you are on. Oh, yes. So first of all, he goes for the UD right off the gate and shows us that UD palm stall that we saw from Paul, which was really cool. Unfortunately, dropped that first one, but is smart enough to pick it back up and get some great content. I love that super unique kind of, I would call it a trap, like on
I
the
think it was
leg.
the Goobler Party leg trap combination. I'm gonna have to confirm that with my experts in house, but that was super sick. And I really love the new adaptation or evolution of the upside down palm delay because I think he might be one of the first people I've seen use that as a restricted set into a pull. That was really cool. But the Goobler Party coming out is extra impressive.
But if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but Rebecca played a little cleaner, maybe. Like he did have that one kind of very obvious drop. So it'll be interesting to see what the judges thought. Let's turn it over to Edo Turi for the result.
Yeah, Rebecca gets the point.
So Rebecca moves on and gets the point. And I think, yeah, she will go on to play Anderson Palacios. And since Anderson hasn't played yet, let's go ahead and just get on with it and do that battle right away. So Rebecca, you are playing once again. You move on, and we're going to watch you play right now. This is a new battle. You're going up against Anderson Palacios all the way from Colombia. So cool that we can have somebody from Nigeria competing against somebody from Colombia right here at the same time and place. So Rebecca, you are up. Let's take it back to her and give her some music. Wow. Super clean. Loves how she gets low for that under the leg pass. Kind of cool form there that I'm not used to seeing it quite like that. And you know, she plays really smart and solid here. It almost looked like there was a little wobble and she was able to just get her finger in that center part and just kill the wobble, which was big. So great first statement here. And Anderson will have to show a lot to take this point away from Rebecca.
Absolutely. And I like that she held back a little in the first battle and saved some new content for the next battles, which is so hard to do because you never know if you're going to make it to the next round. But when you're able to pull that off, it's really helpful because having new content always gives you just a little bit more than if you had just been repeating the same things that you've done before. So really smart. It worked out for her. Great start.
Okay, so moving over to Anderson Palacios from Colombia. Anderson, hola, es tu tiempo a jugar. Felicidades y gracias para compartir ese momento con nosotros. Vamos a poner música y mostramos 10 segundos de tus duros trucos. Vamos. Oh! Oh! There's so much to talk about here, but the tiniest room maybe we've seen yet, which he didn't need to do, but it also didn't matter. I mean, he's moving around like he's in a huge gym. He did so much. He gets for the invert off the restricted set, the spinning catch. Unbelievable.
That was disgusting. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe what we just saw. Like you said, the tiniest room in the tiniest way. It's so narrow, and he's pulling off a spinning catch. That's incredible. He looked like a combination of Claudio China and Fabio Sana with an X disc. He opens up with that under the leg on one side set, straight into an under the leg, other side pull, super clean, and spinning catches in the junior division in a tiny room. That is some next level stuff right there. Incredible.
So huge props to both these competitors. Rebecca, huge moves, but wow, Anderson, unbelievable. Let's check in with Edo Turi, our head judge, for the result of this preliminary matchup.
Yeah, again, another well played round for Rebecca, but Anderson gets the point.
So Anderson
And
Palacios moving on,
from the
and
chat,
let's just
yeah.
that will be, he'll move on to the quarterfinals, and let's see who he'll move up against. So let's just go straight up the line here. We'll do the matchup of Felix Gerwin versus Angelo Cardona. So this is another one, Switzerland versus Colombia. We've seen both these guys play. We know they both have tremendous moves. My heart's pounding. This is a 1-point matchup. And actually, truthfully, for the sake of time, I'm just going to make the call right now that the quarterfinal matchups are also going to be 1 point. So just so everybody can see that coming, quarterfinal matchups are also 1 point. But here we are. We're going to do the matchup of Felix Gerwin and Angelo Cardona. Felix will play first. Let's take it over to Bern, Switzerland, if we can, Ryan. Nice. Music, please. Unbelievable series of quick catches there. Take this thing if everybody who's watching at home, all of our spectators, steal this dude's moves and bring them to the World Championship in Colombia, and you're going to get some awesome points for that. He just showed us an insane amount of content packed into a short time frame. Great variety and just smart, expert level decision making.
Like you said, packed. He fits so much in that. One thing I really loved, which I thought was pretty smart, is he did grapevine on both sides, and then he did the leg over variation of the grapevine for his third catch, which is really cool because it's a different kind of catch. It's very different mechanics. And it was also, I think, smart to pair them together so that you as a judge or a viewer knew that they were different because you just saw the variation of it. So your brain kind of knew to distinguish them. But how much he fit in so quickly is really impressive. And that's the kind of stuff you should be working on as a new player, getting those catches in, getting that variety of catching in, and it's just going to serve you throughout your whole career.
Okay, so entonces Anderson Palacios, tu tiempo a jugar otra vez. Y ya, ponemos música y es tu turno. Okay, let's pause 1 sec. Sorry, Anderson, es tu tiempo a jugar. Vamos a poner música y es tu turno, ¿sí? Vamos. Come on. See ya. This is clearly a combo that he's been working on and just fine tuning, pretty much completely blind, continuing to pass it in different places behind his back. this is great work. And, Anderson, like you said, pound for pound, maybe some of the best freestyle we've seen, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to stand up to what we saw from Felix.
Agreed. We kind of saw him do the same combo twice, and the first time he did it, which was within the 10 seconds, was not nearly as clean as the second time. I'm actually kind of glad, don't do this for the competitors, but I'm glad we got to kind of see it the second time because it was really cool, but it didn't really hit it the first time. I'm going to call that sequence the Jenga Tower, still a working name, progress, but really cool idea. I love when a combo has some kind of concept to it, and it's amazing that such a young competitor, I think, like we saw with Paul, like telling a story with your combo, and that's what we saw there, and it's really smart and really cool.
Great call out. Great play from both. Edo, let's turn it over to you for the results of this matchup.
Yeah, before the results in the chat, they asked me for Jorge and Leandro, who haven't played yet, if you can give us an update. And about this battle, Felix gets the point.
Awesome. So congratulations to Felix moving on to the quarterfinals. And thank you guys for helping me just stay on pace and track here. So the matchup that you called out was Leandro versus Tomas, see? Yeah?
Leandro's one of the kids, but then there's another kid from Cuba named Jorge who has also not gone.
Yeah, so
we also
Jorge?
have somebody from Nigeria who I'm looking up the name right now.
Are they there? I feel
Axel
like
and Rivera,
Axel-
we haven't heard from. They're from Mexico, I think. Jorge was originally supposed to play against Daniel. It looks like Jorge got moved up. Is Leandro there as well? And then
So Leandro's
Usman
about
from
to play
Nigeria.
Tomas. And Axel and Cesar, neither one of them make it. So Sagi is moving on to the quarterfinals versus Joya.
Okay, and then we have Usman from Nigeria.
So Usman is
It looks like from that Usman maybe got knocked out in the first round.
yeah, because he wasn't around. So I don't know exactly how to. Let's do a matchup of I'd like to see a matchup. Could we do between could we is it
How about
really
Usman and Jorge?
is it crazy? Is that crazy, Ryan? Could we do Usman versus Jorge to face Salome in the quarterfinals?
Both are ready right now, I'm being told. So if Usman and Jorge can turn on your camera, but not your microphone.
So basically, Usman would take over Emma's spot in the prelims.
Yep. Let's
Yeah,
do it that way.
and Jorge's in the Cuba's video.
Okay, let's do it. All right. So we're gonna see the matchup now of Usman Ishak from Nigeria versus Jorge Cernada de Cuba. Usman will play first. So let's turn over the camera to Nigeria and watch Usman. Yeah, Usman. Let's give him some music. Yay. Amazing play here from Usman. Very smart. This is a 1-point battle. You get one chance. He knew what he needed to do and he hit it. Stayed right in his element. I'm so proud of this Nigerian team. They are just continuing to bring up new players, all of whom have so much potential. But Usman, especially, congratulations. Entonces, Jorge Cernada, es tu tiempo a jugar en tu primer batalla contra Usman. Si estás listo, vamos a poner música para ti y es tu turno. Yes. Wow, great skills though on display. I think he showed us a padiddle, which I'm not sure we've seen before, especially from the juniors. And he's trying a lot of great stuff. Unfortunately, not all of it worked out for him. And again, like that just goes to show like why Usman's decision to kind of cap his combo when he did was so smart. Because I think it might end up earning him the victory. But regardless, Jorge, buen trabajo. Tienes muchísimo potencial en freestyle y gracias para tu juego. Let's check in with Edo for the result.
Yeah, Usman gets the point.
So I know this might be kind of challenging now, Ryan, but we need to try to somehow move, like, can we move Usman to face up Salome in that quarterfinal match later? Yep, yep, no problem. So we still have two more second round matchups. Let's do the matchup of Leandro Esteban contra Tomas Linares. So Leandro Esteban contra Tomas Linares. Leandro, vas a jugar primero. Leandro es de Cuba también. Ok, música por favor. Wow, great stuff there. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on those couple extra seconds because we got a frozen screen for a little second, but he goes for that jumping under the leg catch. He also showed us the padiddle, so maybe that's some Cuban, style that we're learning about. And I love to see it, and really great form on that under the leg. So great play from Leandro.
Yeah, the under the leg was definitely the highlight, but the bediddling is super interesting. And I can kind of imagine it as a good gateway from the X disc to the Sky Styler because it does have similar elements to the X disc, just the mechanics of a bediddle, but really hard to do. And you can see that he just needs a hair more spin on his bediddle, and then a lot more things are going to open up. But he still showed a lot with what he had, which is really great. So I think he's going to be happy with that.
Ok, entonces Tomás Linares, por favor, de Colombia, en tu segundo batalla contra Alejandro. Yes. No, that can't be right, is it?
Yep, it is.
That's Tomás Linares?
Yeah,
Because we just got the picture wrong, right?
yeah.
Okay. Entonces, música, por favor, para Tomás. Whoa, wait a minute. Did you see it totally? Tomas is loving it. He's fired up. We saw so much great content. Props to the camera person for staying with him when he went down to the floor. Good parenting there. Wow, this was chock full of content and great job.
I think he might have done like a double trouble. Like he did some really crazy stuff there, but the toe delay was amazing. I couldn't quite tell if he hit it or not, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I think that was a really awesome move and just really nice movement of changing directions with the disc. And wow, I'm like he seems fired up. I'm excited to see him continue.
Awesome. So back to the judges for the results. Leandro versus Tomas. Who took it home?
The total A wins and Thomas gets the point.
So Tomas Linares pasas al próxima ronda, pero Leandro, buen trabajo de todos modos. So moving on, we have Alma Kusma versus Moses Nwafor. Italy versus Nigeria to round out this preliminary, and then we'll be ready to move on to the quarterfinals and on. quarterfinals and probably semifinals are going to be 1-point matchup. Oh wait, this will be the this will be the quarterfinals. Yep. All right, but we're doing 1-point matchups. Just letting you guys know we're kind of running short on time, but we're killing it. So let's keep it moving. Alma Kusma versus Moses Nwafor. Alma will play first. Bichio, is Alma ready? All right, cool. There she is. Let's give her some music. Yeah, great moves from Alma. Love to see the inverted delay and just this way she used different height levels and space. She kind of showed us a sort of thesis at the end variation. Great moves from Alma.
She's awesome. She's one of my favorite players already. You can tell she's having so much fun, but one thing she's doing that I think is so smart that I think a lot of people don't always remember to do with the X disc is she focuses on the disc the whole time. Because I think because of the nature of the X disc, it's easy to kind of look straight ahead or look at the camera because you know you have control of it. But what she's doing is what you have to do once you move to the Sky Styler, which is she's focused on the disc the whole time, and that's going to serve her really well.
Good observation. Love that. All right, so moving on, let's watch Moses Nwafor. Moses, you know what you need to do. It's a 1-point battle. Moses is not there. Oh, bummer. Shoot. He dropped.
I got a message that says he's coming, but there's no timeline. So
Okay.
I'm not
So
sure.
we're gonna Alma, I'm so sorry, but we're gonna have to just erase that, and you're gonna get another chance to do your move, and in your battle, we'll come back fresh to that battle. Since he's not here right now. Truth? He's not here? Correct. Okay, moving on. Let's do the battle of who do we need? Who do we got left to do?
Usman and Salome, but now we're on to the
Great, let's do it.
finals.
So, yep, this is a quarterfinal matchup. Quarterfinal matchup, 1-point only. Usman Ishak versus Salome Murillo. Usman will play first.
Is it 1 point or 3 points, Daniel?
1 point. 1
1
point.
point.
One
Knockout.
Knockout. That's it. So we're looking for Usman Ishak. And Usman will play against Salome Murillo. Usman, you're up. Yeah. So music, please. Music, please. Cool. We're going to let him start here. Great moves from Usman. Love that. Wow, showing us some good stuff even after the time. So interesting. And he played first, so some strategy could come out here on behalf of Salome. I'm giving people a little bit of wiggle room and benefit of the doubt just because it's hard to hear. We're all across the world. It's kind of hard to know exactly when it's your turn. But good skills here presented from Usman. Well done.
Agreed. One thing I really like in general from Nigeria. I think in the past we've seen they've been a little bit rushed sometimes in the way they play. They're playing almost faster than they're ready for, and it can cause problems. But it seems like all the Nigerian players have really slowed down, and it's serving them well and helping them just execute much cleaner moves. So really excited to see that progress from tournament to tournament. That's the kind of improvement you need to become a top player.
Yeah, Nigeria just continues to impress again and again. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, Usman. Let's turn it over. Salome Murillo, es tu turno otra vez. Vamos con la música. Q. She is such a fantastic player. This might be my new favorite to win it all. She's just so smart, so confident. She does moves at the beginning that are kind of safer. It stays on her, like wants to bank some points, show some skills, and then gets riskier and riskier as the combo progresses. Don't you agree?
Agreed. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this right now, but she is also locked in. I mean, she is so focused on the disc, and it's incredible. Again, it's a story. She's putting together a really nice combo, beginning, middle, end. It doesn't seem like she's just winging it out there. It is under control, really nice, high sets, good form, everything we want to see from a freestyler, and she already has it.
So turning it over to Edo Turi as I make some popcorn. I don't know. There's some weird noise going on. It's not me. Edo, who won that battle?
Salome gets.
Salome, once again. Salome is just, as you said, locked in. She is looking vicious, like she wants to win. Felicidades, Salome. Pasas al semifinal. Y ahora, okay, let's do the matchup of Sagi Mayrov versus Joya Richner. So Israel versus Switzerland. Sagi, I want to thank you very much for your patience. Because I know it's late in Israel and you've had to wait a long time for your term to come around. But if you're still with us, there he is. Let's go, bro. It's your turn to play. Let's give him some music. Oh my gosh, dude. He does it again. He's showing us style,
Let's
showing
go.
us everything. Oh my gosh, dude. How did he repeat that?
It was even better though because he said, "Look how high the disc went off the screen."
Another world.
I need my recliner to do this. This is incredible oh man, I'm so fired up about him.
Great job, Sagi.
Amazing.
Way to throw down the gauntlet, bro. Amazing job. So, wow.
Thank you.
As you can see, as we've now progressed to the quarterfinals, semifinals, these are smart juniors taking their time, taking a breath, and they know what it takes to win these 1-point battles. Joya Richner, you are up from Switzerland. You got to watch Sagi's move. You know what you got to beat. Let's see if you can do it. I believe in you, Joya. Let's give her some music. Wow. Unbelievable combo there from Joya. She showed us, first of all, delay skills on the rim with the Sky Styler versus the Exodus we're watching from Sagi. She kept it off the ground, which was huge. That's like saving a 0.3 at the World Championships. Veteran play. She's using upside down moves, building tons of variety. So this is not going to be an easy call for the judges.
Yeah, it looked like she even did a little counter at the beginning. I couldn't tell exactly, but I think she might have done a counter delay move, which is pretty cool. I think like when we saw her before and she had the monster and she needed it, this time she had the upside down triple fake and she needed it. And I think even though Sagi had that wild somersault move, he did get a little bit sloppy in the second half, which happens to all of us. So
I disagree. Wholeheartedly disagree. I think we saw no sloppiness from Sagi whatsoever. I don't know how the judges are going to see it. Let's turn it over to Edo for the result.
The rock and roll for Sagi brings it on.
Wow. So Sagi Mayrov does the impossible. He unthrones the Swiss, who are so well prepared. Joya, you did so great. You showed so much skills. I cannot believe you're not passing, but Sagi Mayrov from Israel is moving on to the semifinals. Congratulations, Sagi. You will play Salome Murillo. I'm so fired up about that. But let's head down to the bottom of the bracket. So we've got Okay, so we're gonna have to go for Alma Kusma. We're walking back now to the preliminary. We'll do these 2 rounds back to back. So Alma Kusma versus Moses Nwafor. Alma plays first, clean slate, new battle. Alma versus Moses. Semifinals are 1-point battles. The final will be a 3-point battle. That's where we are. Getting down to the wire. It's getting super exciting. So let's give Alma some music. It's your turn to play from the Frisbee Temple in Milan. Oh my gosh, the Piccolo catch, named after her own flesh and blood, maybe. I'm not sure. It sounds like Piccolo. But anyway, great moves there from Alma. She goes for the backward somersault. So much style. Love the way her other hands behind the back, just little subtle form and style, personality points. Gorgeous play from Alma.
I love it. She's like, you want somersaults? I'll show you a somersault. And like you said, the Piccolo catch, I don't think we've seen it today. I'm not sure we've even seen it in a tiny room. It's not a very well-known catch, but it's super beautiful. It's one of my favorite catches. And she really did some style on it. She spun through it. She didn't just simply catch it there, but she kept moving her body with the catch, which just adds so much more to the catch. Really great stuff. I'm excited for her.
All right, so let's move over to Moses Nwafor from Nigeria. Moses, if you could turn on your video for us, brother. It is your turn to play. There he is. All right, we're going to have to use our... Let's do it. Music, please. Wow, this was a great one to watch. I have to say, kind of reminds me of Paul Bondeshire and the Statue of Liberty delay.
Yes.
So just gonna shout that out. And the way he extended his other arm out there, just we're seeing some really great personality from these kids today.
Yeah, I was thinking that was some kind of avant-garde, modern, conceptual combo with some minimalism. Very cool, very styling. I'm into it. I like it.
Definitely. I don't think it's going to be enough, but great play from both players. Let's turn it over to Edo for the result.
Yeah, Daniel, you were right, and Alma gets the point.
So Alma Kusma takes the point. You will play immediately. We're going right to the battle of Tomas Linares versus Alma Kusma. Tomas will play first. So it's Tomas Linares de Colombia contra Alma Kusma de Italia. So do we have Tomas, por favor? Yeah, he's there in the middle. He's wearing the white matching shorts and shirt. There he is. Take your time, bro. Toma tu tiempo con la música. Such a bummer because we've seen him do some great combos, and I think it's so tough. You never know when it's your time to play, and you only get that one chance. And I think he just got a little flustered, and unfortunately, playing first, that kind of leaves the door open. But nevertheless, we've seen great moves from this kid all day. I'm gonna turn it over immediately. Let's go ahead and take a look at Alma play. Alma, you're back up, heading back to the Frisbee Temple in Milan, Italy. Let's see what you got. play. Wow, gets in the chest roll as well. Amazing, and what a cute smile. Alma, we love you. You're shredding. Keep it up. Let's kick it over to Edo for the result. Sorry,
Yeah,
no,
no doubt.
I'm sorry. That
takes
was
the
a
point,
little rushed. But...
unfortunately, for Thomas.
Sorry?
It's fine. Alma takes the point.
Okay, cool. So Alma takes the point, but well played, Tomas. So Alma Kusma has now moved on to the semifinals. And we have one more semifinal matchup. We're really getting down to it here. It'll be Felix Gerwin contra Anderson Palacios. Felix, tú vas a jugar primer. Anderson vas a jugar segundo. Entonces, Felix, por favor. Felix from Switzerland. Let's put him on the screen. Give him some music. It's a 1-point battle, bro. Excited to see it. Let's give him some music. Oh, wow. Amazing moves here from Felix. Maybe the cleanest, most holistically well put together combo we've seen from him today. There's a lot to like here. What did you like best?
Yeah, again, we're seeing players who have held back in the earlier rounds so they could bring more to the table in the later rounds, which is really great to see. And it's actually what we're saying about all those Swiss players because of the way the brackets worked out. Clearly, they got knocked out a little earlier than they might have expected, but I know they had even more to show. And so just know that like the joyous of the world are out there doing these delay-based moves, but they didn't necessarily get a chance to do it. But Felix really laying it down. Love the way he combined more delay rim-based moves with his quick catches. That extra variety made a huge difference and a really clean guidance off of his own rim-based set. Super great stuff.
Okay. Anderson Palacios, es tu turno. Hola, con la música, por favor. Wow. Beautiful double leg over catch. Then he gets the Godus as well. I'm gonna give him points for that, but not as clean as the first time we saw him. We had that one drop, and he's in that tiny room, which really is putting a lot of pressure on himself. Not sure it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, the highlight for me, I mean, the Godus was great. It's a little bit after time. The judges can give it to him or not, whatever. The double leg over, though, really nice. We don't see that very much in the junior division or even the challenger division. And it was a really nice double leg over right into the catch. And I just love the tempo he plays with. He's just got the right speed. It's not too slow, it's not too fast. And he's going to be such an incredible player.
All right, let's turn it over to Edo for the result.
Yeah, sensitivity for Anderson, great double leg over, but Felix get the point.
So Felix moving on, taking that last quarter semifinal spot, excuse me. We are down to 4 juniors. We've come a long way. We might run just a little over time, but we're doing pretty good. We're going to do these 2 matchups, 1 point only in the semifinals. We will do a best of 3 matchup in the finals. So it's Salome Murillo versus Sagi Meirav, and then we'll do Alma Kusma versus Felix Gerwin. 1 point battles to see who advances to the 3-point final. Salome Murillo, you will play first. So let's take it over. Salome, es tu turno. Estamos en el semifinal. Felicidades con la música, por favor. Oh, nice catch there after time. So we'll have to see how the judges kind of take that into consideration. But really, we wouldn't expect anything less. I don't think she dropped it today. But amazing play here from Salome.
Yeah, you can tell she's feeling herself and maybe a little too much. I think that's why she went long. She's just like, this combo is happening, it's working, it's great. And one thing that's so exciting just to see is, a lot of times in the junior level, you kind of expect the battles to come down to who catches and who drops. But I'm just looking at these names here and they're so consistent. They're such strong players that I'm just viscerally nervous just watching them play because I know we're going to see two hang combos from both players and it's going to come down to what the judges think. But let's turn it over to Sagi and see what he's got.
Okay, so from Israel, Sagi, it's your turn to play with the music. Take your time. Oh my! How did he get that? No way! So he's kind of off camera. I'll just let you know he got the same spin, did the same exact first combo, went way back and got it with the right hand, then somehow gets a second somersault and a left hand take
The
off
other
of
hand.
it. There's that one bobble in the middle versus Salome's, which was clean throughout. The catch after time though, and maybe Sagi showed us like more difficulty. I'm not sure how you saw it, James.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is going to matter a little bit, at least if I were judging, that Salome went after the time, because I think she needed everything she could get because Sagi hit both of his somersault combos within the time. And that somersault combo isn't significantly easier with the X disc, Like, I mean, he has to set it up so high and he really has to just stick it in the center. It is so hard to do that. And as you pointed out, first one I think was with his right hand kind of leaning back. Second one was his left hand really clean. And even his bobble wasn't a big disruption to the flow because he really just kind of kept it going, kept it moving. Really smart play. And I was so nervous when he started because he looked a little bit more nervous than in prior rounds. But then once he got going, he was going and it was super Hane.
Awesome. Let's kick it over to Edo Turi for the result.
Yeah, we all love Dave Murphy, and Sagi gets 2 points.
So Sagi Meirav has passed all the way to the finals. Felicidades, Salome. Eres un calidosa jugadora y esperamos mucho para tu próximo torneo. Sigue, por favor. But Sagi, you are in the finals. You've done it. Your final matchup will be a best 2 out of 3. Just so you know, Sagi, every combo in a 2 out of 3 matchup needs to be different. You can't do that somersault combo for the first point and the second point, for example. So just keep that in mind. You made it to the finals. It's going to be best 2 out of 3, and we want to see unique moves every point. But right now, we've got the other half of the bracket, the other semifinalists. It's a 1-point matchup to see who will face the Israeli junior prodigy Sagi in the finals. It's Alma Kusma from Italy versus Felix Gerwin from Switzerland. Alma, you will play first. 1-point battle coming to you live. The Indie Freestyle Disc Championship semifinals here at the Frisbee Temple in Milan. Let's see what you got. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. She's on fire today. She's hitting everything she goes for. She does beautifully some of the same elements we've seen before, even cleaner than we had seen them. She gives us that piccolo catch, spinning through it. And we got to see the bad attitude delay, which was a brand new element from today's round for Alma. So fantastic job.
Yeah, bringing new combos each round, super awesome. Adding those new elements makes such a big difference. It shows the depth of your game. And again, that focus, I love how she catches the piccolo. She's looking dead straight and dead serious. And then when that moment, that breath happens, that big smile comes up, and she knows that she crushed it. So really awesome to see.
Great. So kicking it back to Bern, Switzerland. Felix Gerwin, you've made it here. You're in the semifinals. It's your turn to play. Let's give him some music. Great stuff. Love the way he held that chest roll just after time. That's going to be a tough one to judge. This is a tough one to judge in general because
Yes.
Alma played totally clean mostly. I mean, but there was that one drop, you just saw it on the instant replay. But again, Felix is packing so much classic freestyle content, X disc versus flat disc. A lot of elements to kind of hold in the balance if you're a judge.
It's so hard to judge this. I don't know what the judges are going to do or how they should do it, but I think there is this tricky transition phase where when you leave the X disc and go to the Sky Styler, you kind of drop in what you can show, even though what you're doing is demonstrating more skill. So I do really believe that Felix has more skill level and he showed that skill level, but he's kind of hampered by the fact that he's doing a much more challenging thing, which is doing it with a Sky Styler. And he also happens to be doing a very risky version of the Sky Styler by setting so many catches. And, he hit 10 of them. It just so happens that he also dropped one of them. So I don't know what the judges are going to do with that. I think if he had been clean, it would be a no-brainer. But now it's going to come down to that difficult question of Sky Styler versus X disc, cleanliness versus risk, and it's really just up to the judges at this point.
Good analysis. Both deserving players. Congratulations on making to the semifinals. Should be really proud, and we really look forward to seeing you both in the future. But only one can make it to the IFDC finals, and Edo Turi knows which one that is. Let's turn it over for the result.
Yeah, it's a tough decision, and Alma gets the point.
Wow, so Kusma is in the finals. Congratulations, Alma. The Swiss. Oh my gosh. They had three of probably the biggest superstar players in the tournament. Any one of them could have come up and won it. And now here they are all knocked out. But Switzerland, you guys are so impressive. I wish I had gotten a chance and was in the right mindset to hang out with you guys and spend some more time with you at Worlds. That's another issue, but I just want to say I'm so impressed with all three of you and your entire team. You guys should feel really proud. Keep playing and progressing. I want to see you guys play in the next Frisbee, the next World Championships. You guys are ready, for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah, big time.
Let it be a fire for you. You guys are showing the highest level of skill with the Sky Styler. This is just insanity of having endless knockout rounds in a super tough division, and it happens to the best of us. But again, let it fuel you. We can't wait to see you in person crushing tournaments. I know the whole sport is so excited about what's happening in Switzerland, and we are big fans. I am watching, I am paying attention, I am excited. I know all of you, and I'm so excited for your futures.
So, with that, we have come down to it. Drum roll, please. The finals of the IFDC Junior Division. We have Sagi Meyrab from Israel versus Alma Kusma from Italy. She has a chance to keep the title for her home country, even though her Italian sister Emma could not make it here today. But Alma, Sagi, you guys have played amazingly to get to this point. Here we are. It's the finals. It's a 3-point matchup. Sagi, you will play first in the first point. Alma, you will play second. We need to see new moves every point. The winner of the first point will play first in the second point. The winner of the second point will play first, the third point if there's a need. Obviously, if one player wins the first 2 points, they'll automatically win at that point. But we've come down to it. I can't wait to see. But congratulations to both parties. We're here. If you win, you're going to win the trophy, the bragging rights, the signed digital certificate. But most importantly, you will become the Indie Junior Freestyle Global Champion. And you know, that's a title that you can feel proud of. So congratulations to get this far. We're ready to watch you guys play. Sagi will play first. Let's give him some music. His consistency is disgusting. Like, I cannot believe that you can hit those first 2 elements again and again and again. It's like, and like, I'm not like shouting and like jumping from my seat this time only because like if any other player had shown that on any other day, we would have you know what I mean? But like,
No, I know, and this is what's so challenging is he makes it to the finals, and now what he needs to do is dig deep and find the other moves because he can't show this anymore after this. He gets to do it in the first battle, and he's going to need to get this point, and then we're going to see what he has in the next battle because we've already seen from Alma, she's got a deep bag. So we know she's going to be ready with different moves for each battle. So it's a question of what else Sagi has out there. But I really liked, I saw some coaching right at the beginning of that point. I do agree that he wanted to do it first to try to get on the board. And I also saw him take that really important deep breath right before he started, and it paid off. So looking forward to seeing what he can do next.
Amazing playing, Sagi. You put a lot of pressure on in this first point. Alma, you know what you need to do. This is the first point of 3, and you are up here at the freestyle finals. Music, please. Oh, great stuff here. Love to see it. We've seen some of these elements, but I mean, she's just clean. She's got all the moves, the invert. Again, I love the way she's using levels, gets down to the ground, gets back up. Great little, I'll call that a thesis catch.
I know, a thesis, a very rare thesis opportunity. My Durham freestylers were recently asking about thesis, and I didn't even know how to demonstrate it. But now I'm just going to have to pull up a video of Alma and be like, here's the world's greatest thesis. So that was really great, really clean. She hit everything she wanted to hit. And also, that she did something really smart which is that Sagi has this critical element, which is the super high set and do the pull on the ground. And Alma did her highest set I think she's done so far, put the disc way up in the air and then stuck it on the other side. I don't know if that element individually was as impressive as Sagi's somersault, but at least she demonstrated that skill. And then the rest of her combo, I think, was better than Sagi. So she put herself right where she needed to be to have a really tough decision for the judges. And I'm very curious to see what they decide because I have no idea.
I could see it going either way. It's not going to determine the winner. This is a 3-point battle. Whoever wins this point will have to play first and show their hand first in the second point. So we'll see what advantage that may bring. Let's turn it over to Edo Turi for the results of this first point in the final battle.
Yeah, indeed a hard decision, but Alma gets the point.
So Alma Kusma takes home point number 1. It's 1-0, Alma versus Sagi. But as you know, this means Alma, you will now play first. You're back up. You can throw down the gauntlet and win it all here. If you can somehow win this point, we want new moves. We want your best moves. Let's see what you can do. So we'll just give her one chance to turn on the video. We're heading back into the Frisbee Temple, one of the sacred grounds. This is where Valentino de Chiara, the first person to bring disc sports to Italy, really founded this cultural center in the heart of Milan. Amazing place, and we're seeing an amazing freestyler within it. So Alma, you're up here in the second point. Oh, beautiful chest roll. You could see that bad attitude delay just slips off, but it doesn't drop. It's a small error that she pushes through with a lot of poise. She's putting some pressure on Sagi, but the door's cracked open.
Agreed. That roll was a really great plan B, though. I think it was really smart. She got it within the time element. Rolls are among the most difficult things we do as freestylers. There's not any advantage to doing a roll with an X disc versus a sky styler, and she hit it very cleanly. And so I think that was really smart strategic move by her. But yes, she did kind of have a little bit of trouble with that bad attitude. Great that it didn't drop and hit the ground, because that would have been the end of her combo and she wouldn't have got that roll in, but she kept it together and pressure on, but door open.
So Sagi, in this point, you need to win this point to try and force a third point. So we want to see new moves. It has to be strategic. You've got 10 seconds, clean play. We believe in you, dude. You can do this. Let's see what you got. Let's give him some music. So that's the time there. You can see a lot of good skills, and it was cool to see that because we kept seeing those ground moves, and just to see what he looks like as a freestyler on his feet. A lot of confidence in the way he carries himself, and love that kind of blind pass behind the back out to the invert on the other side. Similar bobbliness in the back half of the combo to Alma, so not a straightforward decision.
Yeah, I'm really impressed that he busted out a new move. He heard what we had to say. He was following the rules, one of the pillars of the spirit of the game. Brought a new combo. You could tell it was a little more outside of his comfort zone, but that's the kind of growth you have to have when you go further than you expect in a big tournament like this. And he should be so proud of how he's played, and great combo. Really appreciate it.
Awesome. So, turning it over to Edo Turi, it's 1-0 Alma Kusmo. We just watched the second point, and who took home this second point?
Alma takes home the second point and the bottle.
Oh my gosh! Alma Kusma is your new indie freestyle disc junior champion. She comes from a lineage of freestyle greatness, and here it is. Today, she has become the junior champion.
Woohoo!
Congrats, Pichio. If you want to turn on your camera, we'd love to hear just a little word from you and from Alma.
So, Alma, talk with them and ringraziali.
Thank you, everybody.
Wow, you played
I'm very
amazing.
happy.
Thank you, everybody. It was a very, very nice experience for all of us. So we are very excited, and thank you again. And I hope we can meet in a main tournament with Alma. That maybe after this result, she start again to play freestyle, because she stopped for 2 years, and now I hope she will join in Prague. Huh?
Proveremo.
Okay.
You should have great confidence. You are the champion. You did it. You beat everyone from around the world. We're so proud of you. We're so proud of all the competitors. We've run just 10 minutes over, but we've done great. So I want to just ask James for some final thoughts from you. If you could just, try to summarize some of what we saw today. And yeah.
Today was a great day. We can see a lot of our juniors have made huge strides from when we first started doing this. That's really what a lot of this is about. It's about bringing together these freestyles from all over the world, a lot of whom don't get to make it to the traditional in-person events, and they're using this opportunity to grow and become better players, and it is paying off and showing up because we had such a high level of skill. We had so many more battles that came down to what did the judges think, not just who executed versus who didn't. And we'd love to see that. We can't wait to see these juniors keep growing. And I think we've already are going to see tomorrow that some of the juniors are making their way into the challenger division as they get better. And it's really cool to have in our sport this progression that you can go through. You can start as a junior, work your way through the junior division, go to challenger, and find your way into pro. So happy to have this new ladder for freestylers all over the world to improve your game, keep going further and further, and it's just going to keep paying off. And if you can, we want you all to start coming out to these big tournaments when you can do it. Do whatever you have to do. Just make it out there. Call us. We can try to help you, but we want to see you in person. We can see that you're superstar players, and we're ready to watch you take the next steps.
So great job to all of our competitors. Want to give a big thank you to Ryan Young, our executive producer. Amazing job coordinating behind the scenes, getting the right people.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, amazing work. The music, the technology, all the preparation. This is not possible without Ryan Young's work. Tremendously grateful to you, Ryan, and of course to you, James, for co-hosting this with me. Thanks to all of our partners and to everybody we worked with to make this possible. And we will see you guys tomorrow, same time, 12 to 2 p.m. for the Challenger division. We have 16 challengers. Every battle's best 2 out of 3. So we're just going to see the level continue to rise, as you said, James. But this was an epic day. Congratulations, and we will see you soon.